It's that time. I flipped my calendar and here we are on the 8th month of the year, August. I am over summer. By the end of July, I am over the heat and the humidity, and I am dreaming of fall and all of the burr months. But over the years, I would always wish August away and just want everything like pumpkin spice and fall. Not anymore. We always start off the month with a long weekend, and I just want to enjoy the month. And one of the things that I like to do when it's a new month is I just print out, a calendar for the month, and I just write everything down. A rough game plan of appointments, different things that are happening, a little bit of a rough meal plan, nothing too specific, but just a little bit of a game plan going into the month. And I find it helps me write stuff down. It kind of sticks in my memory a little bit better. But then I also go to my date book. Like, this is December. It's the only month I don't have anything. And I go over the whole month. I write it down again because I find it just sticks in my memory a lot better. I've never had luck using like a phone calendar. I visually need to see the whole month, and it just really, really helps me. So I had a couple of appointments that I actually needed to make on the phone. Like, I couldn't book them or text them or anything like that. So I wanted to get that done and out of the way too. And I just find it really helps me stay on top and knowing what is coming on for the month. And I'm also going to share with you a little grocery haul. I usually do a Walmart pickup order every 2 weeks for all of the staples and all of that. I really haven't done a lot of sales shopping. So Thursday, first of the month, it was brand new sales, and I needed a couple of things at Walmart. So I needed a little bit of this kibble food for the boys. Every once in a while, they need a little bit of something extra. Blueberries were on sale, so I wanted to pick some of them up. And then I also needed some foundation, and I decided to go back to this powder foundation. It's just a little bit, quicker and easier. So I wanted to give that a try just to kind of change things up. And since it was a long weekend, I decided to get some 2-bite cinnamon rolls. It's been really, really hot, and I just haven't really made anything. And I just thought this would be nice and different for the weekend with some, fruit and yogurt and just change things up. And then I did want to get some meat. So Metro, they had ribs on sale for a really great price. And that's one of the things that I still try and do is certain things I want to get for a better price. So I bought 2 packages of ribs, and then they had cheese slices on for $3.99. I don't buy a lot of cheese anymore, but then they had a coupon. If you buy 2, you got $3 off, which made it an even better deal. So I just got some old, and then I got these smoked cheddar slices. I thought they'd be really nice for burgers or even grilled cheese. So I did pick those up because I knew that that was something that was going to be going on my Walmart pickup order. And then I saw that they had the Gator Light drinks on 2 for $5, which is actually a really great price. I know in some stores are like $4 each, but my husband really likes these for after his run. So I decided to get a couple of the white and a couple of the orange just because I can't always find them. And I just thought it'd be really nice to have those for him. And then another store that I went to was a little bit of a higher end store. I don't shop there very often, but they had steaks on sale, and we had none of them in the freezer. So I picked up 2 packages, and then I'm going to break these down just to kind of finish off the summer. And then I also picked up the Zero Sugar Caramel Macchiato. I never see this anywhere, and I don't have any backup creamer because I just opened up the Zero Sugar French Vanilla. So anyways, just a little bit of sale shopping the first of the month, and now I am making lunch. So I had a dill pickle salad kit in my fridge. I took it out, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up. I love salad kits because everything is there, and I just find it's just the perfect portion. I find with these kits, it gives me 2 meals. So I'm doing a little bit of lunch prep too for the next day. So I just mixed everything in, and then in the morning I took out some of the chicken tenderloins that I got at Costco. I really like the convenience of these, and I took out 8, but I really think that 6 would have been enough. I think the serving size is 3, but I really wanted to make sure that I had a nice filling lunch and a lot of protein. So I'm just putting a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm using that dill pickle seasoning that I got at Costco. I've really been wanting to try it, and today is the day. So I'm just tossing this around. And then as I was doing this, I was like preheating my enamel covered cast iron skillet. I really like this. And now that I've figured out how to regulate the heat, It works really well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in here, you know, a couple of minutes, and then I am going to flip them. I've been very happy with how easy this is to use once I figured out how to regulate the temperature. I also could have thrown these in the air fryer and cut them up, or I could have done them in the oven too, but this is just quick and easy. So I gave it a couple of minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and break up the salad. So I have my plate that I'm going to enjoy it, and then I have another container because I'm going to use this the next day. I ended up with a last minute appointment, and I wanted to make sure that I had a good filling lunch that I would be able to eat on the go. So I'm just getting everything cleaned up, and then the chicken will be done. So I just put them on a plate, and then I'm just going to take my fork and my scissors and cut them up. I have my water ready to go, and I was really excited about this seasoning, and it was really good. I thought it would be a little bit too strong, but it was just the right balance, and I'm excited to, you know, experiment a little bit more with it during the month of August and even into September with burgers or potato salad and macaroni salad. So anyways, the lunch was absolutely delicious. I just let the chicken cool a little bit, and now I'm taking the rest of those tenderloins, and then I am cutting them up, and then I'm just going to put this in the fridge, and then I can grab it the next day so I can eat it on the go. And these salads, they're not the greatest the next day, but I do find they hold their crunch pretty good because there is some cabbage in here and some crunchy vegetables, but I'm also setting myself up for success on another busy day. I am back at Walmart. I have an appointment. I have a little bit of time to kill, so I thought let's take a look around. It's that wonderful time of the year. All of the back to school stuff is out, and honestly, this is a great time to replenish anything you need. Pens, pencils, you know, sharpeners, erasers, highlighters, the dry erase markers, everything is in one place, and sometimes there's some sales. So I like to pick up anything that I need. And I thought I'd share a little bit of this with you too. I am definitely more, I always think like September is my new year. It's a fresh start. I go by the academic year, so it's a perfect time to look at planners and see if there's something that works for you. There's a lot of variety. It's a little bit more affordable. Even the dollar store has so many planners, but this one really caught my eye. I liked it. It's a weekly and a monthly, so you have the whole monthly calendar there, but then you have the weekly, and this is great if you're somebody that likes to jot down notes or do to-do lists. This also helps with your paper clutter, I find. Instead of having all of these lists, you can keep everything in the planner. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you because there's so many to choose from, but you got to go early because it always gets picked over pretty quick. And then at Walmart, they started carrying the Core Power Fairlife. Now, I always get the banana and the strawberry in this brand because I like it. I can just drink them on their own, but they do have some chocolate and vanilla. But I did want to get some Premier Protein. They're 2 for $22 here, so you're getting 8 of them for $22. It's not as good of a deal at Costco, but I really like the cafe latte, and they didn't have it when I went to Costco last time. They only had the chocolate and the vanilla, and I wanted the caramel and the peanut butter chocolate too. Now they do have the strawberry and the banana, but I don't like these on their own. I prefer the Fairlife, even though it's a little bit more expensive, but I like the flavor of them. And of course, all the fall stuff is coming out and the Halloween costumes, but then all the summer stuff is getting marked down on clearance behind us. This is a great time if you're looking for patio furniture, and I just love looking at fall stuff. And then I saw these signs and they really caught my eye. I live in Canada, so we're bilingual, so it's bienvenue and then welcome. So I decided to flip the sign over to share it with you because I love gnomes. This one really caught my eye, and honestly, they're not that hard to store. I just put them in the garage up against the wall. They don't take up a lot of room, and for $25, I thought it was a really great price. And then they had a couple of them, and then they also had like the pumpkin rack, and like even if you put the two of them together for $50, I think it's still cheaper than what you would get at like a higher end store. This caught my eye. I think it was $20. This would be like a DIY project, and by the time I would make it, it would probably cost me $50. But I love looking at all of the fall stuff. I don't need anything, but I'm dreaming of fall, and I love looking. And honestly, these were pretty nice, like $30. I know the ones at Michael's are very, very expensive, and this is what I love. And I'm also getting excited to pull out my fall decor, but this is a perfect little place to pick up if you're doing like the tiered trays. I thought this was really cute, the little basket too with the pumpkin shape, you know, for your coffee table or a centerpiece. And this is a really great price, $10 for this. I know I bought a couple of them last year for the tiered tray. It just gives you a little bit of variety and everything, but all the little knickknacks. And I still say mushrooms are a big thing this year. I'm seeing them everywhere, and I always love the little, the raccoons and the squirrels, and then the little pumpkin pillow. I think it was $13, and I think that was actually a pretty good price. So this is what I ended up getting. I got 2 of the chocolate peanut butter. My husband really likes this, and it's really great with the Snickers cold brew. I got 2 of the caramel, getting ready for pumpkin spice season. I also got a couple of things of butter sticks, and I got these for our son. I just thought they were good, like the tortilla pockets. I haven't tried them, but I just thought they'd be nice to have in the pantry. And of course, I picked up a couple of packages of blue pens, and I should have picked up a couple of packages of black pens too. I hope that you enjoyed a little peek into the beginning of the month of August. You know, July was just kind of a nice, slow month. My husband had holidays. We enjoyed the weather, you know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I was really getting into a good rhythm and routine. So I was trying to figure out, you know, what do I want August to look like? And then I remembered that August for me is kind of like the end of the year, because mentally I am a September to August kind of girl. I've always gone by like the academic calendar, and I think it's because of where I live and, you know, our seasons. I've always looked at this month as kind of closure to, you know, the break for the kids. You know, it's kind of like closing off like spring and summer. We're getting into fall and winter, and they kind of like just go together. And I never think of January as a fresh start. I don't, because we're still in winter. It's like the letdown of Christmas, and I always have, you know, the first couple of weeks of January, I always have the January blues and just trying to, you know, figure things out. And I think it's like setting those New Year's resolutions. And I don't think of January as a fresh start. I think of September as a fresh start, going into my 4 favorite months of the year, those Burr months. And, you know, it's the first day of autumn. There's so much to look forward to for the next 4 months that I'm always excited about it. But what I would do in the past is, because of, you know, the retail world, even the content creators world, like even now, like I'm seeing people decorating and all of the stuff and excitement for the fall. I'm looking forward to that. But what I do, as you saw in the little clips that I shared with you, is I kind of grasp the retail part of August with all of the fall stuff coming out, and that is what I do in November. Once, you know, November 1st, Mariah Carey is on the radio everywhere you go, and everything is Christmas, and that's what I do. I pick things up during the month of November. That makes life a little bit easier in the month of December to enjoy the baking and the shopping and the excitement and all the other activities that go on in the month of December. And that's what I try and do in August, you know, pick up anything that we need for the house, like pens, pencils, all that kind of stuff, paper, little notebooks, planners, and then anything else that's pumpkin spice. Clothes you got to pick up too. Everything gets picked over so quickly and all of that, and just try to stay aware so then when October comes around, I am ready to bake and enjoy the beauty of the season. And it just makes me so happy, and it took me a little while to figure all of that out, but I do want to share a little bit more of vlog style videos with all of you in the month of August, with the excitement of autumn, and then also preparing to continue my short-term goal of, you know, trying to, you know, portion control, eat properly, have a good balanced diet, but also, you know, understanding how does that work going into the Burr months? How is soup and bread and stews and casseroles and pasta and all of those comfort meals, how do I make it work? And the way that I make it work is by portions and by having, you know, a stocked freezer and taking advantage of the produce sales weekly and all of that. And that's something I've been working on the past couple of months, and I look forward to sharing more of you as this 8th month of the year continues, August. I enjoy August, especially right now. The weather is perfect, and I hope it stays like this throughout the rest of this month. It's nice and cool in the mornings, like you can open your windows, but the afternoon is like really nice and hot, and the sun is really enjoyable, but there's no humidity. You know, it's getting darker a little bit earlier, which I actually really like. I find it makes for a better night's sleep, and especially when you can open the windows and have that little breeze coming in. It's just the excitement of what's to come for September and October. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you're new, please subscribe, because I do more of like vlog style videos, a little continuation of everything, and that's just the way that it works for me. So I really look forward to sharing more of all of these little things throughout this 8th month of the year. So I will see you all very soon.